YouTube going live. Good to go. All right, then we got Facebook going live, Instagram going live. All right, shit, we're live. So, maybe slightly later than people were expecting, but you know, welcome to the shit show. We're shooting the shits. I got J Tomic, and we're not gonna be doing video today because again, welcome to the shit show. But he's all the way from down under. Uh-oh. I think we might have lost him. You still with me? Roro Shaggy. As soon as I press live, he turned into mute. Oh, there you go, there you go. I thought I lost you, man.
What?
Bomb. There he is. Alright. So, so you're a DJ? Like, is that your official title there? I hope other people can hear you because I cannot hear you. What have I done? Oh, shit. Alright. Yo, yo. Let me see if you're on mute. What? You ain't on mute. I'm trying to figure out where you at. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hell no. Alright, again, we're welcome to the shit show because that's what we doing right now. Yeah. Live across the, there you go. I heard you for a second. You able to hear me alright? Cause I'm getting nothing back.
Yeah, down here in the
Yo, J Tomic. I'm hearing every other word. I have a feeling I got a message coming in here. I can hear the clickety clacks. Yo, if I can hear the clickety clacks, I should be able to hear you. Oh shit.
No way, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, my net is garbage.
It is all good, brother. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got no worries in the world. We're just shooting the shits. So are you, is it gonna be the delayed, is it delayed and you're watching it on the computer?
No, it's not delayed on my side, that's the thing. It's just my upload rate on this side of the world it's just garbage here. Like, it's stuck on 85% uploaded all the time.
Gotta love it. Technology's your best friend until it's not.
It's never been my best friend. It's always been a struggle.
Yo, hey, at least you're getting it done. That's the main thing. Cause like, there's gonna be problems. Pretty much, we just gotta solve them.
Man.
So.
That's it.
So what you said on this side of the world,
as
where
you were saying before, man. Sorry, man. I was just going back to what you were saying before. You're saying DJ being my title. I wouldn't say DJ. No. More of a producer. No, DJs have the decks. I'm just a guy at the keyboard. At the yeah. I'm just a guy at the keyboard, just making tunes. Doing what I do.
Yo, so I checked them out, and I was actually really digging a couple of them actually. It was what was the first one? It was Dreamtime. Let me see, what's that one? It's Dream. Yeah, It's not gonna let me see anything at all.
Dreamtime Magic.
Dreamtime Magic. Yo, that's got the didgeridoo in there. That shit, it goes. It's a bop. Well, now you played that on the keys,
Oh, but
like you was
no,
playing the whole
that
thing on
one,
the key.
that one was recorded.
Sweet.
Nah, the didgeridoo was recorded. The beat I did with my keyboard. And when I'm saying keyboard, I'm not saying like a piano keyboard. It's just a computer keyboard that I've memorized where all the notes are.
Holy shit.
That's
Like,
all that is.
that is intense right there. How long you been producing?
I'm very. Jeez. I got serious when I was 18, but I want to say I started at 15 and even before then, really.
So you've been at it a while, and that's why you got the keys
I've been
memorized.
doing this long term. Yeah, that's it.
So
Although we didn't have the FL Studio back then. Well, I didn't.
is that what you're in?
Yeah, yep, that's my weapon of choice.
Yeah,
FL Studio.
I'm a big fan of Ableton. I wish I wasn't, because it's one of the most expensive to do, but it's what I got reaccustomed to after Pro Tools, and I can't go back now. So they get me every 3 years. They're hitting me with like $400. Or you could go do a free DAW like Reaper, or you could be on like
Have done it, man.
yeah. So you said you did. You started when you were like 15. Would you say that like you started with just what was your DAW of choice to begin with?
Back then, that would have been Magic's Music Maker.
Damn,
I
you
remember spending like weekends at the friend's place, and like, you know how Magic works. It's just loops and all that. It's really hard to work with. But like, I even found out how to make my own delay sort of thing, sound effect, just in a manual form, and like, all my friends were impressed by it and shit. And from there I was just like, yeah, no, I've got to keep doing this. I've got to see where this takes me.
Yo, and where would you say it's taken you? Have you gone out and played out, or have you produced for artists, or what's your forte?
Well, you know, I had to learn music to begin with, and even then, I'm not learning from tutorials or nothing like that. I'm just trial and error everything, and just memorize what works and keep it stored, and make that a part of the next pattern and everything like that.
I think limitation.
Yeah, no,
They say that
it's,
limitation is the mother of all creation.
That's it.
I think it's fair. I think it's fairly true in that case. Like, I know we started.
That's it.
I think I started with like a dual tape, like cassette deck, and we had 3 people in a rap group when I was 12, and we would just, like, you rap your part, you just switch places, and don't be too loud about it. Switch places, get that other person in front, and you just had to go all the way through, because if you stopped it, it sounded like shit. So we just, we got used to doing that, and then what was it? It was DJ Scribble had a game called the MTV Music Generator on PlayStation 2. That's the start. It's exactly like Magic Studios, like just loops.
That's where I started too, man.
See that? They say that shit is underrated.
3. That was my start.
That's fucking rocket shit.
It is totally underrated. Everyone needs to play that once.
Yeah, exactly. And they're gonna find out that they're more musical than they thought they were.
Man, you going old school with the double deck.
Oh yeah. You got. So I got actually. I actually just recently got a set of decks. I had some. My first instrument was actually turntables, and I got addicted to vinyl. So I really, honestly, it just kind of sucked because it was very expensive. Like, being addicted to vinyl is rough. for like a 15-year old kid.
It's definitely not the poor man's option. I'll give you that.
Fuck no. Yeah, you can just right now you can just go digital. Like that's I went and got me some
Vinyl.
digital decks to play with, and that's infinite music right there.
Right there, yeah, and you don't need to worry about wearing out your records either.
Mm-hmm. Or needles. Needles were expensive as shit. Like, but I'll say
I
that
mean, if you're the scratch type, I don't know.
I definitely was. I definitely was. Even before I knew how to do it, which was really
Oh,
bad
yeah.
for the vinyl and the needle and just everybody's ears. It was bad. But that's I think you got to get past like you're not everything you're gonna
Totally get
do
it.
is gonna be gold, but like you got to just keep putting shit out because you got to keep experimenting. Because I used this example the other day. It was they took a pottery class, and this pottery class they split it directly in half, and they said the left side, team A, y'all worry about perfection. By the end of the semester, we want y'all to have the perfect piece. And then they said on the side two, they said we want you to produce as many as possible. Like your goal is to just do as many as you possibly can. And what they found is that the people that were on team B that were producing the numbers, they actually came out with the most, like the closest to perfect as you could. And they actually had three pieces that scored the same and higher than the one piece that they eventually agreed on because it was so difficult for the team A because they were just arguing on what is perfection, what is perfect, should we do this angle, should we do this or that. And you get more experience spending that time instead of like going over the minute details and just doing it. Just like you're saying, like you just pick and poke until you figured out the
Yeah,
sound.
that's it. Like every piece is just another step forward. Yeah, like I mean, the average listener is not really gonna understand that, but like from the artist's perspective, like you definitely use something new in that one piece. It might not be the best piece you ever made, but you did something new there that went on into other music in the future.
That's exactly it.
And
Honestly, that's
yeah,
literally what I say about every single time
that's
I
it.
sit behind the I call it the captain's chair because it looks like a spaceship in here. Um, every time I sit behind the captain's chair, I learn something
Oh,
new. What would you
that's
say?
how it should be, man. Always, you gotta always keep learning.
What are you working on now? Like, what's your? I know that you just had a an album drop, and it's what is it? It's good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
It's it's uh it's good morning, good evening, and good night, like the Truman Show.
Oh, word.
Um,
See, I
yeah,
was I
it's
was doing the
just a
track
five
list.
track EP full of good vibes. Yeah,
So, what
I
inspired you to do
mean,
that song or to do that album, like the concept for it?
that's what I hope most of all. Um, honestly, there's just a lot of negativity out there, and man, it's so strange because it- a lot of people that know me as like kind of very negative if they know me long enough. Like they think of me in a negative way. Not that I do negative things. I just think negatively, you know.
A
But
pessimist, a realist by default. I'm sorry.
but then once the world started getting more negative, like you got to balance that out, like
Yeah, if you can, if you
like
have that ability, like if you have the
when you're the
ability to
most
do that,
negative, you got to be the most positive.
you
Mm,
got your own yin and yang right there. It's like
that's it.
so
It's
like
all
okay.
about balance.
Well, that's the life is a lot of duality. I hear that a lot. Is that life is duality, and it's got that um that kind of that thing where you're all you're focused on is this for a while, and then you realize you've been ignoring this, so you got to go run over there and try and balance that, and like do the whole what is that the Dutch boy in the
Mm,
dam.
I've never heard that one.
Oh no, like this little
Is
kid.
that an American story?
I mean, I think it's Dutch. I don't know, but it's like it's where
Oh
you
well,
there's a dam and like the kid there's a hole that comes out and there's water coming out, so he sticks his finger in it And then as soon as he does that, another hole pops up. So he puts his finger in that, and then like he's just sitting there trying to stop all this water from coming because he keeps, repeating himself and trying to plug all these holes. Um, once you run out of hands and toes, there's only one option. Uh, but yeah, so like, so you said that you learned something new every time you got behind the keyboard and are playing. What's some of your inspirations? Like what what sounds were you growing up on?
Um, Honestly, I've been growing up on the old school, anywhere from the 80s to the, I want to say the late 2000s, yeah, about that era of music. That's about where I stay. Sometimes I'll go back even further to like, I don't know, Irish folk songs, but
Oh shit.
that's more of a personal sort of thing for me and my family and all that.
So okay, so here's a weird thing culturally.
Yeah, I just
Everybody.
grab inspiration from all over, man.
So pretty much everywhere, anywhere that you hear music, you're gonna go ahead and pull something out of it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take like a tiny little part of it and probably mix it with another song's tiny little part that I liked, and then try and make something from that.
Digging the crates. That's crucial. Digging the crates right there. Like it's if I remember
That's it.
sampling and being like, all right, there's got to be something I can use out of this song. I know there's something, and I would just look for just that one little itty bitty part that I could use, and I'd keep that album, keep that to the side. I know that I'm gonna use that, and it ended up to where, fuck, trying to keep track of that shit. I used to have sticky notes all over my shit. Like, I'm a stoner. I can't remember all that. Like that's that's not fair.
You'd have to. You'd have to.
Have to, because there was no way. There was no way. Now you got stem splitters all day long, like, and the stem splitters are amazing. Like I've heard some of them where it's just you can't tell the difference. Some of them they get this little wash effect on them, but like Serato DJ, that's a good one. That's
Yeah,
what
they
Faces
do.
uses.
Mm,
Oh, we got DJ Eris in the chat over there.
I've only ever used. Am I missing out on something in chat?
Oh,
On
not really
what's
missing
going on,
out.
chat?
Not yet. Yeah. What's going on? One's in the chat. One's in the chat. All right. What did you say? Oh, he said Sim Splitters. Yeah. That's what she said. She's So we got Jay Stu also from the What It Do crew. Yeah, just people that helped on the heist club. Killist was kind enough to introduce me to you. Said that you're
Yeah.
really good people, and anybody that's good with Killist is good to go.
Oh man, Kiss is the man, eh? I've never seen such a. I've never met such a hard working young bloke before. You know, like that's incredible. He just gets out there and starts working with people. I, I can barely get me foot in the door, and this dude's just out there with everyone.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, if you put
Wild
yourself
to
out there,
see.
right? Like, I mean, how often do you put yourself out there like he does? Because I mean, he's hitting up everybody and
Absolutely.
networking like crazy.
Yeah, he's man.
Eh,
I don't know why he signed up to me. I don't know how I can help him.
hey, just
I should be asking him for tips.
yo, I mean, we should learn in every relationship, friendships and so on. Like, you should be able to benefit. Like, it should be symbiotic. If you have one side that's always, it's when the balance gets out of whack, like somebody's gonna notice it, and eventually that breeds contempt, just out of a, hey man, like, fuck, you ever gonna help me out with this? I got this project going. Um, so I think that like being able to learn and being able to help each other out is a crucial part. Like I do a lot of networking. Fortunately, I met Killis through one of his random YouTube videos. I was like, or maybe it was even an ad on. No, I don't think he was using ads at all. So yeah, it must have been one of his YouTube videos. I just randomly came across and was like, yo, dope shit, keep spitting, and then it turned into like an hour-long conversation, as it tends to do when we're shooting the shits.
the time just runs on you,
Quick.
especially when you're having technical difficulties.
Number one reason that time gets away. Yeah, last night we had one that actually I will say that it wasn't necessarily a technical difficulty so much as a Mother Nature difficulty. We had storms here, knocked my power out completely in the in the studio, and it was like, all right, let's see if that works.
Oh,
Everything
jeez.
kept recording, other than the Riverside and the YouTube. Everything else kept going, and then I realized that I didn't press record on Riverside when I got back. So there's like 20 minutes of a conversation that it didn't get recorded. And it was some good shit in there. It's always when the mic is off that the best shit comes out, or when the recording fucks up. That was the best. So you're off to a good start.
It's always.
Yeah. So what? So let me
got
ask.
all the problems out of the way first.
Yo, that's half the battle right there. We've already had the interruption, so it's all smooth sailing from here. What would you say you did first? Like, what was your first project like that you put out for the world to see?
First project, first album would have been the Stars EP in I think 2016.
Okay.
I think that's when I was finally confident enough with my song making that I felt, yeah, now's the time I can start this album thing. And I mean, it didn't sell. You know, it kind of fell on its face, but you know, that's how you learn.
That is the only way to learn, is through experience. Like, you know, like if you're looking for that perfection, perfection is the enemy of excellence. Because if you sit there and just, again, weed over it being perfect, it's never going to come out. And you know, he's not in here, but Casey would contest.
That's what I've been trying to tell my cousin for years.
Yeah. What's your cousin do? What kind of music?
He does techno and trance and all that. He's a way better producer than me. He just doesn't have it in him to stop being a perfectionist about his stuff. Like, his stuff is awesome. He doesn't feel it.
It's important. It's important. You got to have that level of confidence. We were talking about that last night with rap specifically, or hip hop being a braggadocious genre. Like, you got to be somewhat egotistical. You got to be somewhat narcissistic to be in the rap game, because I've never heard a single rapper go, "I'm mid." Not once. Not once.
Except for Will Smith.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had some hard competition. I mean, you're sitting there doing that bubblegum shit, and then you got Tupac and Wu-Tang and Nas coming out. It's like, yeah, nah, I don't think it's gonna fly. But he held his own. He found his niche, which was appealing to the kids. Like, I remember Men in Black, and then what is it, Wild Wild West, Independence Day. Like, Independence Day was for everybody.
Yep.
But after that, it was really like, you know, I guess Bad Boys. But he wasn't doing music for those. Like, he's not even, I don't even think he's on the soundtrack for that shit.
Yeah. No, he I think he kind of stopped after. I think the last song he did was Switch, and that was a hit. That was a hit over here in Australia.
Switch.
I remember that.
Switch. When was that?
Couldn't go nowhere without hearing it. Oh man, it had to be early 2000s.
Oh shit! Nah, he's done tracks now. Were they
It's
very
either
good?
before or after 2010.
Like, I know he did one with Joyner
No.
Lucas.
They were catchy. I don't know if they were good, but they were definitely catchy.
I wonder how much he paid for that hook. So how much? So, do you ever produce any other types of music or beats or anything like that? Like, having your skill set?
Yeah, I'm all over the place at the moment. Like I started off with hard style, then I went into the more melodic techno and then electronica, and now I'm starting to use uh, classic rock, hard rock, metal, hip hop, all those types of things to improve my beat making skills and to give a whole different beat to things that shouldn't have those beats.
Yeah, that's the
And
fun game
I
right
think
there.
it's working out. It's starting to. Yeah, that's it. I seem to have found myself on a path similar to Nujabi's, or however his name is spelt. He's
Yes.
the Japanese hip hop artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit is so fire. Like
Rest
I've
in peace to
yeah,
the big legend.
but I don't know anything about him personally. Just his beats. That's it. And that he passed. That's it.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't even know when. I don't even know
The
when he
only way I
passed.
found out about him, if I yeah, no, neither do I.
It's because okay,
But
so
he
is Australia
definitely
as
he shook the ground, and
he definitely did. And like is Australia like because I know America is very America centric, like as far as music goes, as far as like just everything is America over here. Like we don't really listen to world music. We don't listen to most people don't listen to other countries, like no matter what they're into, unless they're into EDM. Then
mm,
reasonable, but otherwise like the genres are predominantly American. Like is it the same in Aussie land?
I'd definitely say that yeah, Australia is very much Americanized. We I don't even think Australia has its own cultural thing other than being a multicultural centered place. And I mean, how like you can get behind that in some ways, but like when you got no identity of your own, like it's just pretty sad to call yourself a country at that point. We might as well just call ourselves the 52nd state of America.
Hey, Trump will have it. I can promise you, Trump will have it. He trying to buy Greenland or take over Greenland. I'm not sure
Uh,
which. In the we'll get with the Gulf of America
I'm
because we get
surprised
to
he just
change the
doesn't
name.
buy the world at this point.
I'm saying like he definitely gonna try. He's definitely gonna try. He's like, it's a good deal. I'm not sure, but maybe it's the best deal. He's a dude. He just like when it comes to politics, bro. I can't support either the left or the right or any politician because none of them have our best interests at heart. So like it don't matter what side they say they're fighting for. It's
Dude,
one.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Like I didn't care if it Biden, okay, so he's a puppet that's way easier to fucking move. Trump still a puppet, just you got to say his name a couple more times. Like it don't matter. Do y'all have that crazy surveillance state going on over there? Like we're signing he's signing all types of laws getting us spied on and shit.
Oh, no way. And here I thought he was going to do the right thing. Stupid bastard. Yeah,
Did you say
no,
politician
we've got
right
that whole
thing?
surveillance state crap going on. Yeah, I know, but God forbid there be some sort of hope.
There goes that positivity.
uh,
See, you just bringing it out. You gonna bring it out. I say my wife calls me a doomer because like all I talk about is all these problems, all these things because I would consider myself educated and plugged in because I'm paying attention to everything that's going on to try and get like I don't know, I'm trying to get ahead of the curve, whatever that is.
mm,
And she goes, "Nah, you're just telling everybody the sky is falling." I'm like, nah, that's not what it is. I'm trying to tell y'all you're fucked. You're all fucked.
trying to open your eyes to the situation we've found ourselves in.
That's really what it is. And I'm a big conspiracy theorist, and I admit that openly. But I do take logic and experience into it and go, what seems right, what seems wrong. I'm not flat earthing it. Um, Although I know people that definitely argue with me on that point, all the way to the grave. Like we can agree up to a certain point, and they are dead set that that is the way it is. And can you define truth by chance?
Define truth, yeah.
Like that's a hard one. That's
What
hard.
is truth but another person's perspective, eh?
Man, you
Yeah.
hit that faster than anybody else.
Well, I mean, I suppose gravity is pretty truthful, isn't it? Like, you throw a ball in the air, it's gonna come down. You expect it. It's
Depends on
gonna.
how
If it
high you
doesn't,
throw it.
then you start worrying. That's it.
Yeah, because they actually just today I was reading an article about there's a space company that is they have pucks. They're 7 foot in diameter. They're like hockey pucks, and they're going to be shooting those up into the sky. They're satellites, and they're trying to take out like SpaceX and things for satellite. And then it also allows for when that's out of commission, you can just bump it into the atmosphere, and it will literally burn up because it's not that large. They're micro satellites.
That's kind of cool. This is the first time I've heard of that.
Yeah, I mean it's just now coming out today that that's the plan. They should be launching by the beginning of next year, and that's what I'm saying. I try and keep plugged into all this stuff to see what's coming next, what's coming down the pipeline. Is it something that I can be excited for, or does it scare the holy bejesus out of me like AI?
Oh man, the only thing you got to worry about AI is it taking your job or your bloody life.
Yo, it's gonna
Nothing to
take
worry
all
about
of that.
there.
It's gonna take all of that easily. Like it's got. So they say that within the
It's
year.
taking it all.
Yeah, it didn't come here for the scraps. It came here for the whole thing, because they realized that AGI. So there's AI
I
right
ain't
now.
looking forward to the Wall-E universe.
What's that? Say that one more time.
I was saying, I'm not looking forward to the Wall-E universe where we're all in giant hover chairs and got a little robot. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. No. Tonight he does not have video. We're doing an audio. It'll still be available on all places where you get your podcasts. How about that? So you get to look at my pretty face the whole time and be reminded, welcome to the shit show. Um, my mom was in the chat. Just decided to say that. Big ups, Davis. Oh, yo, more vibes is over here. Yeah, JD Media helped out with the videography on the Heist Club. Like it's really awesome to see people come in, drop in, show some support. Even if they ain't say the whole time, because most people, this is what blows my mind about this podcast, is that I've been doing it for a little over a year now, and I got 54 episodes. And honestly, I don't know why people listen to other people talk, but I find myself doing the same thing. I listen to podcasts, but when it's just me having a conversation with somebody, I don't know why people want to listen. I don't know, but I was told enough times you need to do a podcast. Fuck it. After you get told for years that you need to do one, I guess we're gonna do one. Fuck. It's as lackadaisical as it can
I
get.
don't really. Yeah, I can't say I really understand it either, but I'm totally here for it. There's a few podcasts I'll listen to from time to time, like whatever LFR family's talking about. I do enjoy his content.
Which one?
Um, well, LFR family, the one with Van.
I actually have not listened to that
I
one.
guess he's more of a reaction channel than a podcast, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it. Add
Yeah,
it to the list.
but he does occasionally have people on to talk, and yeah. No, who's another one? Ford. Ford's a good one. I've been watching him. He's a good. He's
I
a good channel to watch. You should have him on the channel too if you can. He's a rapper.
Oh,
I think
word?
I think he'll go well on the show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally the only people that I've had on the show is musicians, or people in the industry. Like I had a manager, I had another podcaster before, but he still manages artists and so on. So like I haven't had anybody that wasn't a musician, um, because normally what we do at the very end is we do a performance. We either do a freestyle or a acapella, or they play a
Mm.
song in the background, like something. We're doing something. But in this case, I'm gonna be playing one of your tracks because I can't see you. Have you done any live? Actually, speaking of, have you done any live performance?
Well, no, no, I have not. I, to be honest with you, I can't even play an instrument, let alone sing properly. Like these are all skills that I've got to develop, but I'll be damned if I can't do the music part of it.
Right? Yo, I mean, you've been at it, you've been practicing it. That's the difference between, um, interest and passion. Like if you love this, then you're gonna do it regardless of if somebody is you got to go to work, you got to do all these things and so on, but you're still gonna come back, and when you want to relax or you want to let that creative uh, bubble out, you're gonna sit down and do it. Whereas somebody that has an interest in it, if it's difficult to do, they're not gonna do what is it? They're not gonna do Movie Maker. They're not gonna do Sony. What was it? Sony Acid, or they definitely ain't gonna do like my boy did on uh,
Yeah.
Music Generator 3. He actually replicated um, Twisted songs and the Prodigy tracks. Like he went in and programmed it bit by bit, and that blew my
No
mind.
way. That's wild.
It really
That's,
is, because you know how
that
that
blows
program
my
goes.
mind.
It's fucking craziness. But like he was just dedicated to the idea of
Absolutely.
doing it. And I feel like you're probably the same way. How often do you say? How often would you say you spend learning? Because you said you don't do theory or anything, but you spend time learning your instrument. Which what does that mean for a producer?
I guess that means just getting into the studio and just making whatever comes to mind, even if it goes nowhere and sounds absolutely trash by the end of it, you just make it anyway because it's practice. Like, who knows? You might even end up making the same thing later down the line, but you'll have the better knowledge for it.
Yeah, that's why I say like
You, know? You
you
just never know.
you only get one musical impression. Like when you put your music out there, when you first finally got your first album out there, and you're presenting it to the world, you're in a vulnerable place, and it can be difficult to share that what you've created, because you know that it's going to come with critique. And I think that once you get past that, like the critique part, and you go, fuck it, I'm gonna be doing this anyway, and I might as well put it out. Like that's when I think you hit the stride. Now, I can't say that I do that myself, but you should always listen to a hypocrite, because they speak from experience.
Absolutely.
And that's we got Ant up in the house, so we got some people rolling through, man. And that's what I love, is working with all the different types of people, because that collaboration. Um, I did a project in school there, and it was pretty much it was on having an organization online, like what it meant in a business sense, and it was going through the dynamics and everything. And what it said is like there's like 7 different things that you can do or change, and there's those variables, but the number one thing that if you break it, then the whole thing is done. And it was literally trust, which seems so obvious, but if the trust is broken, then none of the other stuff works, because shit, you're not in the same room, you don't know if they're doing what they say they can do.
Absolutely. Like, even in this day and age, like I'm starting to see trust in a lot of different industries failing, and it's causing a lot of problems.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's the same with any relationship. If you don't have that trust,
Mhm.
like what what's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. because you
Nothing
don't
good.
trust each other enough to make anything happen.
Yep. You ain't
No,
gonna, nothing good's gonna happen or come from misplaced trust, because like you gotta, even like you said, in a relationship, like are you married?
no, no, sadly, still looking.
You said so you are a musician through and through. That's
Yes.
because most
No one can stand me, and I can't stand anyone else.
well, then it works out pretty well, because because that's honestly,
Absolutely.
would you so I'm not actually sure how old you are, because I can't make past judgments based on your face because I can't see your face.
I'm 34, mate.
You said 34?
Yeah, no, I'm 34. I was born in 1990.
Oh shit, you the same age as my wife. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, young motherfuckers. Nah, they so what I find though is that there is a slight difference in the, what is it, your, the range of knowledge, or like, so I was born in '85, so like I was conscious when y'all were just being born, and like that doesn't seem like it's that big of a jump, but the range of like jokes and different pop culture,
It's still 5 extra years.
yeah, it changed a lot, and I didn't expect that, honestly. But all my kids are 5.5 years apart.
They're going to be facing the same problems.
They do. I mean, they definitely got past it. Like, my son's 22. My daughter's, she's getting ready to be, well, she's 17. So, well, she will be in 11 days. But she's gonna be 17, and then I got the youngest being 11. And, bro, honestly, kids are fucking crazy. Kids are crazy. Like they no matter what you do, they're gonna be their own fucking thing, and it's each one of them have a different personality because they got a different dad. Like I had my son when I was 17, and then my daughter when I was 21, and it was like, what, 20, 28, 29, and so like my youngest, or my oldest, he got somebody that was obsessed with music and like just not understanding what it is to be a dad. Like, as far as the concept is like, hey yo, if you're crying, then I've already fed you, I've already made sure that you're dry, you're warm, what else, like, why are you crying? And I didn't get it, so I'd be like, I'd have him compete with music, like, all right, here, let's see which one's louder. And he says he remembers some of that, which is impossible, he was a damn baby, but he says he remembers some of that, and he's like, no, that's why I like Tech Nine. It's because like I remember the songs that I liked. All right, shit. But they're all.
Oh yeah, no, your kid will remember. I'll tell you right now. My first, the first song I remember was when I was 2 years old, and I turned on the radio to "What's Going On" by Four Non Blondes. That was my favorite song ever since.
What? And it stuck.
Yeah.
I got a soft place for the first one I remember outside of country, because my
Sorry,
mom.
what was that?
So it stuck, because like mine, I never, like, my favorite song is always changing, because I can't. I'll run a song out, and then I'm not gonna listen to it for a while. Like, it's just like mixing. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that song. I've heard it 100 times, and I'll put it out. I don't want to hear it again for a long time. That's the way. But my
Funny
mom.
thing about that is that
Go ahead.
I can't stop listening to my music. It's just so good.
Yeah, that's
It's
yo.
good to me.
That's There are a lot of people
Not
that
to-
feel that way.
Not to be that narcissistic.
Nope, it's not. It's really not. I know so many artists that literally only listen to themselves. Like, literally, exclusively listen to themselves. And some of them, it's for,
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, because like
Wow, okay.
some people are obsessed with the sound. Like, they actually love that they did that, and they're impressed by it, and they like it. And then the other ones are doing it as like the same way I do, which is I'm listening for the flaws, the things that I can improve on, like watching the tape as an athlete. like trying to just get better always.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you find that? Do you
absolutely.
when you've
You
done a
take
mix,
all the information you can.
when you've done like a mix and it's you've already put it out. There's no retracting it. Do you hear things in those mixes now that drives you crazy, or do you just go, yeah, that one had a mistake in it, or do you not even hear the mistake anymore?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Like, I hear all the mistakes in my old ones, and like even now, I can't stand to listen to those unless it was just on point. There was no imperfections. It was exactly how I wanted it. Um, yeah, no. There are definitely some that I will not listen to anymore because of those mistakes.
I like to tell people that same thing where I go, I call it driving. Like I teach people to drive. Like I'll teach them how to produce in Ableton because that's what I got here, and I'll have them go ahead and say something like, they'll make their first track, and we'll put that away. Like they'll definitely want a copy of it, and we send it home with them, and they play it for everybody. They play it for everybody that they know, and then you ask them like, you break that same song out a month from then or 2 months from then, and they're like, yeah, but I got some of this, and they want to pull your attention to the other stuff. They're like, yeah, that's kind of okay. Show that shit to them a year from then, and they'll go, yo, could you not show anybody that, please? That's kind of embarrassing. Because you learn so often, and then you realize what is that called? It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where you think you know something, like you know it really well because you just started into it, but you're like, I'm pretty naturally good at this, and then you start finding out information about it, and you realize how much you don't know, and it goes all the way to the bottom until you're like, oh fuck, I don't know shit about this. Let me actually start learning, and then you can start learning. But that overconfidence in the beginning is super heavy with artists.
Oh, it can be, yeah.
It's the everything's good. It's the everything's good
those are
disease.
very formable years.
Yeah. What's the earliest thing
Yes.
you'd say that you are proud
That's
of?
the worst. Ooh, that's a good question. I think Shallow Rave. I think Shallow Rave was one of my favorites. One of the ones I can look upon kindly.
Was that
No
is
matter
that
how
one
old
out?
it gets. Yeah, that's in the I think that's in the Chill Dance collection, or it's on the second album,
Heavy collection?
which was Journey.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the track?
Shallow Rave. Unless I put in Heavy Dance in the Heavy collection.
Shallow Rave. Got it. All right, so we gonna check this out then. If you mind if I share it out?
All right.
Bomb.
No, go ahead.
See, we
One
getting
of
some
my old
promotion
tracks.
going, everything. All right, boom. I'm gonna share this audio, and let me know if you can hear it. Let's see, Shallow Rave.
Oh yeah.
Say again, can you hear it?
Yep, I can hear it.
All right, chat. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Yo, you doing that shit on a keyboard?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
That
it's
shit
just
goes heavy as
rapid
fuck.
tabs.
That shit goes heavy. Like when you said it's in the
I had
heavy
some
collection,
very
I should have
heavy,
known.
and that's probably one of the lighter tracks from the heavy collection too.
What?
Like I think Warped might be the strongest one there.
Dude, that's heavy already. So
It's
I
just
know where
very
I'm.
bass intensive.
Hell yeah, it's bass intense. That shit had my fucking head ringing. I was like, all right, I need some strobes, some black lights. I need some 50 cc's and some trippy shit now.
Hell yeah, get that shit in there.
So what's your do you fund the dream with your 9 to 5, or is your dream the 9 to 5?
My dream is the 9 to 5. Yeah.
Yo, that's I mean
this
that's
is
blessed.
it. This is. Well, obviously, there's also XWO as well. The side projects and everything like that.
Do you have a lot of side
It's all
projects you
being
got
run
going?
all at the same time. I'm starting to slow down a bit because I need to focus on these main two at the moment.
Hey, you
But,
got
I've got a few things going on.
yeah, this is this is actually J Tomic. So you got 7X. You got them in the chat saying he would love to rap over some D&B. So is that your
Oh, bet. Well,
yo, hook up? Yo, just hit him up. And yeah, we was doing a listening party. We listened to J Tomic's jams. And he said that's the earliest thing that he's proud of. So you know there's shit on the other albums. Actually, I gotta explore that whole ass album when we get off of here. So yeah, you mentioned
absolutely.
the is it a clothing brand? Is it just a brand? Like, can you explain the brand there?
The brand XWO. Yeah, for the moment we're doing mostly clothing and skateboards. Because we gotta have money to make the projects happen. You can't just fund it on spirit and air. That's not. It'll get you pretty far, but it won't get you over the finish line. You know.
I guess we can try. We can try, because that's pretty much what a
Still
lot of
gotta
artists
play
come to
the
me
game.
with. It's just like, I've got a pocket full
Absolutely.
of hopes and dreams. Well, let's make an album, and it'll be the world's best album. It's very rarely that, because
See,
like
now in
you do
that
have to have a
case, you
budget.
can take the air and dreams.
I'll take the air and dreams. I'll take anything I can get at that
Absolutely.
point.
Yeah, no, you.
Yeah, like, so you said you hadn't done a lot of collabs.
yeah.
Like,
No, absolutely.
yeah, it definitely is Aussie. You already know. See, 7X said you sound Aussie.
Yeah, no.
I wonder.
Glad it's so noticeable.
Well, yeah. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's one of your Aussies too, man. What's his handle? Yo, what's your IG?
My IG. Oh, jeez. What is my IG?
Right, I do the same shit.
It's either XWO brand
XWO brand.
or
I knew you was an Aussie.
what do I have it on? JTomic_JTomic.
Alright, so check out. I mean, that's all I had to type into Spotify to
Best
find
place to
your.
hit me up is on my Gmail.
Bomb. So you heard it. Gmail is what JTomic at.
JTomicmusic@gmail.com.
Bam.
But
You heard it, 7X. Hit him up. See what's goody. So like, as far as collabs go, like I love collabing with other people. Do you ever reach out or get many collabs? Because in the DJ world, it seems a lot less frequent than the hip hop world.
yeah, I mean we do have one DJ that goes around collabing with others, SHxxTz. He's he's probably one of our most famous DJs. Uh, um, yeah, no, I haven't. I mean, I've tried. Believe me, I've tried, but
Getting out there.
I guess I'm trying the wrong people. I've been trying. I've been trying the labeled artists, and I've got to start hanging around my people, the independents.
Yeah.
A bit more.
Hey, independents
Seeing
actually,
who's out there.
you know, they're not owned by anybody. There ain't no strings on them. You can do, you know, you can do and say, and y'all actually have some say in the creative juices that go into it. So like, I just find that independents can move a lot faster.
That's it.
It's kind of like a corporation versus an independent, a small shop or a mom and pop. They don't have the what is it? A small ship versus a a Titanic versus a canoe. It's like you can be faster and move pretty quickly in a canoe and turn the ship, but not Titanic. Didn't work out so well. I don't know if you heard about that.
No, unfortunately. Spoiler alert. Did not.
That was the first movie I ever got kicked out of. I was I was in 7th grade when that movie came out.
For real?
Yeah,
What'd you
and
do?
so I heard the like it's a real serious movie, and I was there with a date, and that movie it just didn't appeal to me as a 7th grade dude. So like I wasn't really paying that much attention, but the comedic timing of
Absolutely.
when she's like, "I'll never let go, Jack." Fucking struggles to get his hand like off of hers right then. And it's like, dude, I died laughing like so heavily, and I ruined that movie for a whole bunch of women that was in the stands, and like I got kicked out. Like they literally went and complained on me, bunch of Karen ass bitches. But yeah, no, really, I got kicked out of fucking Titanic for laughing. My bad. It was funny. It's still to this day. It's fucking funny.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Bitch, move over.
That
There's
is
plenty of room on there.
He didn't have to die.
I'm saying, fuck. Like I was rooting for him. You can't let that motherfucker die. Oh, he's dead, in the most comedic way possible. All right, you gotta accept it at this point. So like,
Someone's got to go out there and see if Leonardo DiCaprio is under there still.
they did check on him. It turns out that actually made him. It didn't make him 25 forever, but every girl that he was with would have to be less than that.
That's oof.
Yeah, that's the real shit though. I mean, that's the fucking. He trades him in at 25. Like literally, that was a big thing where they were discussing it. They're like, "Hey, have you ever seen him with anybody over 25? No, no. Oh fuck, this guy's. All right, that's kind of weird, bro. You're getting into your what 50s, 60s, 50s, right? At least.
Oh God, he's got to be at least in his 60s.
I'm saying, right? So if that's the case, I mean, it's gross. Okay, so I'm gonna show my sexist is
You
showing.
nasty bastard. That's what he is.
Yeah, well, that's what my sexist is showing though. I'm gonna say this that, I really want to go. Good on you, man. Fucking, you still have the ability to pull at 60, whatever. But like, if it was the other way around, I don't see
Absolutely.
any 60-year-old dude or chick really knocking on the 25 and down. Not happening. Not happening.
No. No, you definitely don't.
I remember being 21, 23 and seeing a 40-year-old chick and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm pass. And that's sexist. I know it's sexist as fuck, but like it's just that's the reality. I speak of the truth, man. In a few years. Yeah, that's true. See,
Everyone's got their preferences,
DJ Eris, they know. They said he would have dumped her in a few years anyway because she'd be too old. See, they get it. They get it. Oh, dude.
Past the mileage limit.
Oh shit. So like, I constantly like one of the things that I did. I will say, I guess this is a fucking Titanic episode, but like one of the things I will say about that movie that I really thought was funny is like the musicians decided to go down with the ship. I never understood that. They're like, nope, we just gotta, hey, play another one. Come on. What? You ain't even gonna try? Not even, man. That y'all must have either not thought very highly of your
Minimum
music.
wage. There's no
Yeah.
bother. There's no need to try.
Shit, at least they got minimum wage. We're not even making that.
Not anymore. Jeez.
Dude, it's so New York. I hope it spreads everywhere, but I know New York. As of last week, they started a. They're trying to push this bill through that gets artists on top of what they already get is 1 penny per stream, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but yo, that would be fucking phenomenal, and nobody can take it from you either. That's the other part. Like it's directly to the artist without labels, without splits or anything. Like it goes to them. I was like that. Yes, all day. Let's do that.
That, that's insane. I'm so glad they're doing that. I've been having so much trouble with Spotify not paying me my due. It's man, it's a struggle out there. When we're all just trying to scrape for pennies, it's real bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're fighting here for pennies. Like you, so we try all this time to stay independent so that we can stay in charge. Because I grew up in an era where you saw artist after artist after artist getting fucked by their record deal, by their management, by all this stuff. So you're like, I'm gonna do it the independent way, and I'm gonna put it out myself. And then you go ahead and go over to Spotify and go, here, sir, may I please have another? Will you break the penny into like a 0.0003? Can you do that? Yes? Alright, well, that's good for me. No, what? Like, fuck that. Like, why are we arguing over fractions of a penny when, you know, honestly, like, there's so much more money in it? They just posted, what was it? $6 billion or more? It might have been more. Somebody check me if I'm lying. Um, let's see.
Yeah, and the music label getting most of that too.
Yeah. Oh, they getting their fair share and then fucking you on the rest. Like, and that's why we tried to stay independent. And then we gave all our
Absolutely.
power over to Spotify, which is actually partially owned by those same record labels. So we're staying in that same system. I have come up with a solution for that. We are going to be rolling that out by the end of the year. We're going to have it fully rolled out with all the features. But it's we're doing a platform where it's streaming, but it's for the artist. It's for the listener. Like instead of having a monthly subscription, we're gonna do it to where it's like, yo, everything that's on the platform, it's not anywhere else, but it's literally just from this day to day. If you go like I think it's like $10. If you go $10 today, then you have all the music that's come out up until today. Now, some shit you want to hear tomorrow and the next day and the next day, you got to do an update. But that's just so that it's not so much because these monthly plans, like, they really do they affect everybody. So we try to do that, and we try to keep it to the artist, like give it specifically to the artist,
Yeah.
and not split it with record labels or anything. And then also give the opportunity for artists to um, have access to merch, like to merchants and to manufacturers, drop shipping, so they can actually test designs and things. Whole education section for artists and stuff, and then of course their bio pages and things. But we're doing that for the artists. Like it's not for us to make $1 million. It's literally for artists to have some tools that they can use.
Damn, dude. What? How do you even get all that work, man? Like I've been trying to figure out something like that myself, but
We
it sounds like
fortunately,
you've got the whole master plan there, right there.
yeah. I mean, it's already technically it's already done with all of the. It's actually already done with all of the programming and the functionality of it. It's literally just I'm not an aesthetic person, and neither is my cousin, which is the one who built it. He's the CFO. Fucking big ups, Mister. Um, but yeah, like it's definitely like it's fucking it was complex, and I didn't think he was gonna be able to do it so quickly, like the functionality of it. But he came back after a week and was like, because it's never been done. Like the that subscription or that update model has never been applied to music and then a database and so on. Like we went through all those issues to figure it out, and it took him a week. Like I just had to tell him what I needed it to do and give that instruction, and it fucking man, no time at all. Are you technically inclined, like to be able to do sites, or what is your? I always tell musicians like there should be something else that you're doing outside of the music, like that you're
Honestly,
good at, right?
uh, honestly, yeah, no, I'm basically a technological caveman. Coding and all that just like it literally puts me to sleep. You know, like
That's fair.
I can't wrap my head around it. Like I can think in the logical way that it needs me to, but to to actually sit there and write it all the time, nah, I can't do
I
that.
get that. That's me. I'm not
But
a. I
I
don't
do
actually
have
write code. There ain't no way. I couldn't do that. Just the same as you. It's just the networking side, I guess, is what it was. Like my superpower is people. So like networking and finding people that have. All I do is enhance other
oh
people's skills. Like that's what I do, which sucks if you're by yourself because it's like, all right, what can I do? It's alright. It's mid, huh? But I'm the rapper that says he's mid, and I didn't even know it. But like when I come, when I produce for other people, they come in the studio. I get them to do their best performance, like because I have just an objective opinion. Um, do you have a favorite producer?
favorite producer.
Yeah.
I can't say. I can't say I have a favorite one, but I have many admired producers. Yeah, like
So like, what is it? I mean, is
here
it?
we go. Here goes the mind blanks.
Well, I mean, like, so for me, okay, I guess to be fair, um, the the best way to put a producer for me, because the way that I always had perceived what a producer does, is like my favorite is Rick Rubin, but he has no. He said he has no music abilities. Like he doesn't play any instruments. He doesn't sing. He doesn't know how to operate the mix board or anything like that. He just has an objective opinion, and people tend to take it. And then when they do, they end up with hits. And he's worked with every single artist ever. Like if you can imagine, he's probably worked with them, and on their biggest albums. So it's like all he used was his opinion to be a producer. But then you have, as far as producers, obviously, um, you got uh, MF Doom, or you got my favorite is Stoop the Enemy of Mankind for Jedi Mind Tricks. Just put some sick music together, like using world music and hip hop, like gritty ass fucking hip hop. It's it's just something to listen to. But he's a musician, like with the tables. So I think that both of those are producers. But what's your definition of a producer?
Mate, I mean, I don't really have like a full on definition, but like as a producer who is also an artist, like where's the line between producer and artist,
Mm-hmm.
like even MF, like you said, MF Doom, like where was his borderline? He was everything. He was the one man army, and I guess I guess that's what describes a true producer is someone who is that one man army who
That's
could do it all.
yeah. Honestly, I agree, but I also know that um, I can't play like I can play the infinite instrument. The keyboard is the infinite instrument. I'm not great on the keys, but I can pick and poke. And if I cheat
Absolutely.
and I got my Ableton push, like I got all the scales right at my fingertips. I can chop all the samples I want. It makes it easy. Like it almost to the point where some people said it was cheating, and it's like, what is cheating? Like some people don't like loops. It's your music isn't music if you use loops. Your music isn't music if you uh, uh, What, use AI? Where's your stance on that?
Oh, my stance on AI.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
fuck.
music specifically.
Yeah, I mean, oh man,
That's a hard one.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't mind it so much if the consumer wasn't so hell bent on you know supporting AI music, because it's like, of course, you are writing a prompt and you're basically getting this program to write the music, but you're not the one who's arranging it or chopping it or adding vocals to see if it even works or this and that. Like, the machine that's doing it is the producer at that point, to me.
So, so it
And
also, wouldn't it be
I
that
mean, I'm not
the
looking
human
to
is the
pay
curator?
machines to do human work.
Yeah, yo, that's happening regardless.
Yeah.
We got no chance at all on that one. Like it's unavoidable at this point.
No,
Like
I suppose not.
it's unfortunate. So like I told everybody, because like it's a who was it? It was Timberland just signed his first AI artist, and it's like signed AI artist. Like, what
What?
are you paying? Like, are you paying him? Like, how's this working? Are you just paying him in like imaginary monies? Like, what the fuck? Um, and then I have a buddy that was he's done the same thing where he's created all this and he gets so much backlash, and even Timberland is getting a bunch of backlash because people are like, what the fuck? But he's just seeing the writing on the wall for producers because of the explosion of the technology. And yes, it is training on everybody's music. Like, that's the part that sucks. um, because if it doesn't know what it sounds
Yeah.
like, it can't replicate
Whether
it.
they tell you they aren't or are.
They definitely are.
Definitely.
They fucking over here, they said with Suno, they said that, well, I'm sorry, with copyright in general, they said that if a human has um, a large, if they're performing a lot of the actions, or manipulating the original sound from it, then you can argue that it is copyrightable. But if you just get it straight off the site, no matter if it says that you can or not, if there's no human element to it, then it doesn't um, it doesn't count. You can't copyright it. You can't do any of that. But I don't really understand that though, because it is an original composition, and you did what I would say. What my buddy says is he curates. He goes through and he does the stem split, and he breaks it all the way down and mixes and masters, adds his own effects to it and things. I think that's different than just fucking easy bake music, like just pressing the button and going, I made a song today.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Uh, well, yeah, with all those extra steps, I have no problem with it. But a lot of people aren't. Input the thing and export, and then put it on fucking Spotify, and then they're out there taking our fucking money.
Yep. And they're
You know,
going to. That's
like,
every profession, and I think music is just the one that feels it the most and the loudest because we got microphones and shit. But like, I really think that musicians are getting it first because, like, I mean, if you look at it, they want to knock the truck drivers off. They've been testing in Australia since 2010 on the driverless trucks. Like, they would just take it around, out in the desert and go, all right, make sure you don't go off the road.
yeah,
Doesn't matter if it does out there. So like, yeah, that like, so truck drivers, that makes up, at least over here, it's like 3.3 million people that are generally not retrainable to a tech job, which is where everything's headed. So you got 3.3 million unemployed people that can't retrain. That's not going to work out. Like, and they're not necessarily the most easygoing
no,
people. They can tend to be kind of rough and tumble. So they're not going to go down easily and go, yo, fuck this machine.
yeah, they can. See, they're my people.
Yo,
I
shit.
get along with them.
Do y'all yeah, right, that's my people. Um do y'all have riots and things of that nature out where you're at? Like, is Australia known for rioting?
Recently, I'd say we've been having a lot of riots. Like, since COVID, when they tried to all lock us down and keep us from being able to even buy shit at the store, man, that was shit.
Yo,
That was just fucking shit.
I saw y'all going through it. Like, I was
Um,
watching y'all go through it. Isn't
no,
that the
these
same
days, well,
same time as the big ass fire?
I think it was around then, or shortly before at least.
Yeah, it feels like shortly before.
I do remember the fire.
Yo, how could you not? I mean, that the images of that fire are burned into my head because like it was the craziest skies I've ever seen like in my life. Like that's just the pictures of it were fucking pretty fucking crazy. Um, what part of the country you in?
I mean, really, for Australia, that's just another Wednesday.
Yo, so y'all, so you're used to I don't know. That's the reason why I don't want to live down there is because like everything down there wants to kill you is what we're told.
Well, I mean, just like with anything, you leave it alone, it leaves you alone. But if it's coming at you, obviously you've got a problem on your hands, so deal with the problem. But I mean, it's not like we expect a bushfire or nothing. But I mean, when you're amongst the bushlands, like it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna make a mistake or leave a magnifying glass out there on a rock, and it just burns into the dry leaves, and then there you go. It's all done.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong, but
Like
that.
even the bushland around me is still recovering.
Oh really? And that's going on 5 years. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean
Yeah,
we have controlled burns here. Do y'all do that? Do y'all do control burns?
we try. It is a little hard with so much dense bushland, but we do try. I mean, we kind of gotta. Like otherwise, those big bushfires happen more often than not.
So I'm not really familiar with you guys' like weather or natural disaster. Fucking um, yeah, like what y'all go through. Do y'all have the same thing we do? Like we got hurricanes really bad, um, and
We did
earthquakes
have a
if you're on the west
cyclone
coast.
like a couple months ago, I think.
Oh, word.
I think, yeah. We don't really get many hurricanes or tornadoes, and except for Cairns. Cairns usually gets it the roughest. I don't know how anyone lives up there still, but they do. um, Melbourne will usually be about bushfires, uh, and well, New South Wales has to deal with a lot of flooding when the rain comes around, and that's about our natural disasters.
That's not so bad. We got. It seems like we got an disproportionate amount of natural disaster, but we don't have. I mean, yes, Hawaii you'll get volcano, but otherwise no volcanoes. On the continental U.S. And then, but we get fucking earthquakes and they get mudslides out there in the west, and then you got towards the middle just nothing but tornadoes on a regular basis. Then you got the Gulf and the East Coast, which gets hurricanes like a motherfucker. But y'all don't have hurricanes though, like typhoon. I don't know. I know in Asia it's called something different.
How are you still even there?
Yo, hey, if you're a Floridian, you're not really afraid of the hurricanes. It's called a hurricane party. Everybody knows about that. If you're from Florida, then you know. It's, if the power's gonna go out, that's all right. We got plenty of booze. We got a backup generator. We got plenty of meat. It's gonna go bad if we don't cook it. So let's party.
It sounds like Florida is basically little Australia.
Yeah, yeah. I found I found quite a bit of commonalities between me and most of the Australian people that I do fucks with. Um, yeah, and he said, okay, so y'all got floods, you got fires and hailstorms. Yeah, we actually get some even in Florida. We get some hailstorms, which is fucking weird.
Yeah,
Like, do you?
not often, but yeah, they are around.
I guess it y'all's. I mean, I didn't know that y'all were as big as we are. Like when we look at a map, it doesn't look as big to us. Like, I don't know if they're fucking with our map to make us like feel like our country's bigger, but when somebody overlaid Australia over the U.S., I was like, oh shit. Like y'all are slightly bigger than ours, and but you're not that populous dense because everybody lives around the coast, right?
Yeah, well, where does civilization go but the water? You need water for civilization, so yeah.
Until there's too many motherfuckers, then you go, hey, y'all go get the fuck over there. There ain't nobody over there. Get the
Yeah.
fuck over there. But y'all did that with the Aborigines. Oh shit.
Go to the western part. There's barely anyone.
Yeah, is that true? Cause I got one buddy that's
Careful, man.
yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Y'all get some severe offense there, and like it's just literally to me, because I didn't know anything about Australian history. Like, cause who was it? It might have been King B said, um, what the fuck did he say? He said, oh, Captain Cook. He's like, you don't know who Captain Cook is? I'm like, nah, I don't know anything about him. I don't even know. And then he had to school me and shit. So I was appreciative and also shocked that somebody else has just as negative a history as we do. Um, yeah, our history is fucked up too. I mean, I think
Well,
that's every
sort
country
of.
really. I think that's almost every country. I can't think of anybody other than like I don't know,
Yeah.
fucking. Nah, I can't think of anybody actually. Not one country that hasn't had it like just you guys not
Yeah,
so
no,
good.
even Vikings went and raided and pillaged.
Well, yeah, rape and pillage is their, that's the pastime. They're like, hey, babe, I'll be right back. I gotta go, you know, um, and that's, and they didn't give a fuck. Like, he goes out clubbing. He meant it completely different. Like he's definitely coming home with a chick, but he went clubbing. Um, but yeah, nah, I I couldn't. You said something about Irish earlier, right? Like, so you have Irish heritage.
Yep, Irish heritage. I mean, I suppose it's no real big mystery. Like anyone who looks at the producer info on my tracks will know my name. Um, my last name Kerwin is Irish, and following that has a very strong legacy over there in Ireland. Um,
Do you feel connected?
Apparently, even
Do you feel
has
connected to it, like
something to
culturally?
do with the. Strangely, yeah. Like you wouldn't think so, but I don't know. Maybe it's just something in the human nature to feel that connection to your ancestors' heritage. Like I feel the same for the Irish as I do the Vikings because they're also my ancestors, and there is overlap with the Kerwin and Vikings as they were part of that history of when the Vikings invaded.
Wait, so maybe I don't know my Irish and
So
Viking history. So you're saying that when the Vikings went, they went pillaging, they went through Ireland.
yeah, they went to the northern part of Ireland. I recently found this out, and that's where like Kerwin, uh, any Irish name that had O, like the O in it,
Yeah.
was related to when the Vikings came and made their families over here. So anyone with that O in their Irish name is of Viking heritage too, and Kerwin is no different. Although it's derived from O'Kiernan.
Hi, Kieran. Do you ever want to speak with the
So
accent?
yeah,
Like you be.
I, uh, I don't do it too often, but it's there.
Yeah, it's a. You know, I think that's really. It's actually quite funny that you said that because it was pretty profound or pretty deep rather. That like we're always looking for a connection to our past. That's why we like some people they latch on to the identity of whatever their bloodline is that lineage, even though they don't know. I don't know. Did you guys do Irish things? You know what I'm saying? Like, were you an Irish type family, or was it just hey, that's that's the lineage. That's where they come from.
No, actually, we're
T.O.
we're very just run of the mill family.
Yeah.
You know.
So it didn't really
Um,
so it wasn't really an impact on like y'all weren't eating nothing but potatoes and fucking I forget what they have a sausage or whatever and they
I mean, we do that naturally as Australians anyway, but yeah,
oh word is that I mean is that
like
a
we
common
love
problem?
our chips over here, our steak and chips or fish and chips.
Forget
Yeah.
about it. Fucking Tio Lestat said he's Sicilian. You yeah we know you're fucking Sicilian you son of a bitch. Uh yeah they fucking I think that everybody really feels
Love the
like
New Yorker accent.
yeah, yo, I'll tell you that is when I heard Tio talk the very first time, man, that dude, he is the most New York person I've ever met in person. Like, it just it's immediate. You go, yep, I know where you're from. Um, pasta, wine, and fish. Yeah, of course. Like, what y'all's
No mistake in that.
what'd you say?
I said no, no mistake in that.
Oh yeah,
When you know someone's from the south.
I thought you said throw some steak in that. I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, put some steak with the pasta, the wine. I mean, maybe not with the fish though. Um, so, do y'all have like a specific like I don't even know what American food is. I would imagine it's like hamburgers, fucking I don't know American pie or some or apple pie or some shit. I have no idea what you would consider American food, but do y'all have like um, specifically Aussie food? Like it's y'all are known
I
for it.
mean, we got McDonald's and Hungry Jack's.
Oh, see, y'all got a Hungry Jacks. We ain't got none of
I
that.
think we're getting a Taco Bell soon.
I think we're getting Taco Bell.
No, you've got a Hungry Jack's. It's just called Burger King over there.
Oh, word. Okay, it's one of those. Okay, okay. So we found a couple of those commonalities
Yeah.
there. Hungry Jacks is a Burger King. What's your Whopper called? Like, what's the main sandwich at a that chain?
It's called the Whopper.
It's still called the Whopper.
There's no
What the fuck?
difference.
What the fuck?
It's
They
just a
could.
name.
Yeah, they didn't even try. They're like, nope, it's a Whopper. What? You got another name? No. Fuck it, go with it.
Like
Uh,
even what is it? Your chips or crisps or whatever you call them over there.
Fries.
Lays or something. They're
Oh, oh,
called
oh.
thins over here.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, cause your chips are fries, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Well,
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of. Yeah.
I mean fried potatoes in served at McDonald's.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's and y'all call that chips on the menu. So that's the y'all you that was a point for England right there. They yeah, we do. That's true though.
They really took over when they came here.
Yo, they said who? Let's see. Oh, 7X. He said meat pies, Vegemite, and Tim Tams. What the fuck is a Tim Tam?
Oh yeah, so he knows. Tim Tam is a chocolate biscuit, with more chocolate in it and more chocolate around it. It is just chocolate.
That's so at least y'all's is probably actually chocolate in comparison to ours that we have no fucking clue what it is. Like Tio said, he's like American foods, cheeseburgers, pizza, and GMO. I don't know if it's specifically a category, but it's definitely in a lot of shit.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Yo, we got clone meat. So we was that was a long time ago. They said that they didn't have to label it as clone meat, and they had given this like excuse that, oh yeah, no, don't worry, we don't even have the ability to do that much of it, so you won't see it very often. But as technology went, fucking, they got better and better at it, and that became the primary stuff that we're eating is just cloned meat. It's grown meat.
That's really weird that we're in that state.
Which, all that says to me is that we're ready for space. If you start fucking doing all that shit, we might as well go up into space because there's no point in being
Oh
here.
yeah.
We're not eating shit that's from the earth. I found out that fucking pigs.
We might as well go and colonize Mars.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what? Nah, hell nah. Don't colonize anywhere. Colonize space. Like, there's way more of it. We just need to be really good at fucking getting some anti gravity shit. Some gravity in them places, and try and make it lifelike as much as you can, and fucking and simulate the weight of Earth. But other than that, yeah, we already got the meat growing. We got the 3D printers. Fucking, we're gonna have sex fucking dolls soon. That hopefully they figure out that whole AI thing, because man, that's gonna be rough. If it's AGI and they're thinking for themselves, I could have been with a woman that ain't gonna fucking, it doesn't have the ability to pick me up and fucking break me in half. Yeah. Yo, colonizing space for decades. You think so? I don't think so. Tio was thrown in. He's always good for a conspiracy theory talk, because it takes research and knowledge, and like, to the man's credit, he's he had a master's in history and computer science, and like I didn't believe him on some of the stuff. Like, he's like, I could tell you the names, the dates, everything, and I didn't believe him on some of it. And then I started doing my research, and all right, don't ever assume you know some shit, because it gets deeper. The rabbit hole goes deeper. The more you look, the deeper
What do
it
you
goes.
call it when a conspiracy theory comes true?
Yo, it was always true to begin with. Like, they just were really good at manipulating how the public
Yeah.
perceives it.
That's it.
I think.
Always how it goes.
Do you get into politics? Like, I know that it's pretty much everywhere that everybody has to get into politics just because, survival.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to look after our communities and our society and everything like that. I mean, I try to get into politics, but I got to tell you, our Australian politics is just fucking rooted. It's I can't understand a damn thing of it. Like, you're not voting someone in, you're voting for more seats for that party, and like, I don't know what that even means. Why would you vote for? Why wouldn't you just have a balanced fucking system that doesn't fight each other and just comes together on fucking on issues that are plaguing our country?
If you
If
put
we stop the fighting, maybe we would get all those homes we need.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, they say it's a housing crisis, but honestly, it's easier to build your own house and to do to finance it yourself. Literally, build stage at a time. Lay the fucking concrete down, or I'm sorry, lay the plumbing down, lay the concrete down. Build your own fucking house. It's not. I know it sounds crazy to people, but I had never built anything, and Tio can testify. It may not be perfect, but I built my studio. Like, like, I built it. There was dirt here before. There's a livable building. So it's like, I had never built a fucking thing before. Not, at least not to that extent at all. And yo, I want to build my own fucking house now because it's not that crazy hard. Yeah,
It's just getting past the regulations and inspections.
Yeah.
That's the only issue, is the law behind it.
yeah, exactly. The red tape and the bureaucratic like mess. They want you to be a part of their system, which,
Yeah, it's bullshit.
up until recently, do y'all have to pay tax when you're retired? Like we have had to up until now. Like evidently, um, you know, Trump wants to do it, but DeSantis, the governor of Florida, had already did it, where he said, "Yo, you shouldn't be having to pay tax if you're retired, because like, or once you pay your house off, that's what it was. Once you pay your house off, you don't have to continue paying taxes for the rest of your life, because fuck what, you won't ever own it then. If you miss the tax payment one time, then fucking they can take your house. You know, if it's delinquent for a certain amount of time, they can take your shit. So you don't really own it. You're still just fucking borrowing it until you don't make that payment or you die."
Yeah, no, there's a man that happens far too often. You
They
you're
tax the
doing
fuck out of
something
y'all.
that you're gonna own it by the end, but really you don't. You build something that can be taken from you at any point you do wrong, and that in itself is fucking wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's not really yours.
Like
Like
good
it's really ours.
good
We're just
people
letting you
break
borrow it.
bad laws.
Yeah, yeah. I like that.
Mm.
I'm gonna use that one. That's a bar right there. You sure you ain't a rapper? Yeah.
I
So
mean, I'm working on something, but that's for a certain someone over this side of things.
oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, that's dope. It's always good. Yo, that's what I say is my favorite part is the beginning stages. It's kind of um, like when you first start dating a chick, it's just fucking everything's perfect, fucking all the good feelings. There's no negative there. There's no resentment or anything. Like it's just all pure good. I feel like when you start out on a journey, like either starting to rap, starting to play guitar, starting to do those things, you still have that passion. That passion keeps going. Just like a
Mm,
relationship, though, it
yeah.
does get the breaks later on because you're like, fuck, man, I've been doing this shit for how long? Like, can I switch up and do, you know what? I want to do fucking reggae today. Well, if you've painted yourself into a corner, that's it can be difficult to get out of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of why I went away from techno for a while there. Started working on hard rock and guitar work and stuff like that because I wanted to get out of the basic 4x4 beats. I wanted to get that mad sound that Metallica was doing or improve upon that sound Metallica had. You know.
The 64th, so you was hitting 64th notes just. That's the that's the fucking shit that takes memorization and knowledge of your fucking
I wish.
instrument. Like you said, so how long did you play guitar for?
Mm. I've only just started like a couple of years ago when it's been the best guitar VST I've ever had.
It's been the
I mean,
best.
I can't do everything like string bending and stuff like that, but yeah.
Do you are you recording your guitar playing using it in as an instrument into your DMV, or what genre are you again? Because like I know that any electronic, your genre is probably right up there with the most subgenres, and y'all are very specific. It's like I don't listen to trip step dub, fucking soft core, fucking grunge. Yeah, it just broke down so far, but y'all are one of the most offenders. Then I will say hip hop breaks it way the fuck down too. Um, but like, what genre are you
Yeah,
though?
no, look, I'm not on that level. Like, if I were to just, I don't know, one main category, probably electronic
Okay.
music, thinking electronically, so electronic music.
Okay, like I mean,
Let's just go
so
with that.
so like, because you can break it down as the person making it. You could go a million ways with it because it's still imaginative. But people always want to put a label
Absolutely.
on everything. Like they want to be able to label and know that this is what this is. Um, you know, it, it's kind of funny, but like one of my sayings is like, you can call a plate of spaghetti a hammer, but nobody else is gonna do that shit.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, how can you how can you argue with that logic?
I mean, if the people will it, they will make it its own thing. Yeah, no, exactly.
So it's like, like, so we can call ourselves whatever we want to. When I do brand exercises with artists and like helping them figure out their brand, so they know um, who to really market to, like who they are and what their brand is, so that they can actually put that out to the world. And a lot of people hear the word brand and they go, "Ew, like fucking, you're gonna change my style, make me fucking a Backstreet Boy or some shit, or like, you're gonna make me a pop star." And it's like, no, like I
Oh
want
yeah, I'm gonna make you a Backstreet Boy.
the what? Say it one more time.
I said, hell yeah, I'll make you into a Backstreet Boy. You just gotta have the talent to do it.
Yo, I mean, a lot of times those what are they? You can essentially call them industry plants. Like they do have it a lot easier than a independent musician trying to come up through that lane and build it for yourself. Because like that's a really fucking hard thing to do. Like entrepreneurship, regardless of what you do, like if you have a business of any kind and you want to do it completely independent, it's a constant growth, a constant hustle. As soon as you slow down, somebody else is running up right behind you doing the same fucking thing. Because like it's a competition. Music is a competition, but it's not competitive, if that makes any sense. Like I'm really trying to make
Yeah.
my music and bring it to the people and get it to as many people as possible. Now, the repercussions of that is hopefully I make some fucking money in the meantime. Otherwise, I've spent a hell of a lot of years doing this shit for nothing. But again, passion. Would you
That's
say that
it.
you're passionate about it? Like, are you more passionate about that or
If I
your
was
brand?
honestly, I'm passionate about both of them, like in their own ways. Like, I'm passionate about my music, but I'm also well aware I'm running out of ideas. So I don't know that I'll be in this thing for that much longer. I mean, I've been doing this for what, since I was 15, and now I'm 34. I'm coming up to I'm coming up to the period where I'm not gonna have anything new.
Yo,
You know,
that's called the plateau, man. Like, you got to break
like
off the
someone's gonna
plateau.
have to take over.
Nah, oh, you gonna trade it down like Batman, just pass the
Yeah.
mask.
I might. Who knows? That might be an idea to do it.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope as fuck. Like, what was it? MF Doom doing the whole every year when he do the Adult Swim concert, it was always a different celebrity, like acting as him, and then they unmask and it's whoever the fuck. Like, I did end up seeing his face on something. I
Oh,
can't
for
remember.
real?
Like, I
Oh,
can't remember
man.
what it was though. But all right, so you're a hip hop fan as well, like, and obviously you like you like rock and would you
Yeah.
call it metal? Do you like heavy metal or like new age metal, anything, or is
Yeah.
it the classics?
Metal. Uh, like grunge, punk, metal, like just anything with that nice raw guitar. You, you know.
I do. I definitely do because I love some metal. I've actually produced. I produced for a metal band. I was in metal bands growing up and stuff, but like, um, just in the past 2 years, I did that. I was working on their whole album, and then they ended up not putting the whole thing out. Like it got shelved. That's happened to two projects that I worked on in a row, and that's when I decided that I'm not doing that for anybody else again. Like I'm literally going to be um, working here as the label, and they can pay me if they want to record, and they can actually pay for the time. Because having two albums shelved when you worked on, I mean, especially the reggae album where we was working on, I wrote a lot of the tracks, not only the music but the lyrics, and they're performing it, which was really cool to see. The music that I wrote in the studio, like by myself, was being played by live musicians, and it brought me to my studio drummer, Davis, and he's also a production partner here. And it was so weird because like it went from a reggae band straight to a metal band, and both of which the bands broke up, or they changed the one element or another, and they were like, no, we're not gonna put that out. They're still gonna play the songs live, but they're not gonna put it out. It's like, motherfuckers. So it's on to the Heist Club. Like we started, I need producers, just so everybody knows. I need producers for this the Seven Deadly Sins for next year. I'm already putting it out there for all producers. I do need a band for that one though, because I do want another. So it's 7 different tracks, 7 different producers. We're gonna go off of that. So if you got a track for one of the 7 Deadly Sins, there, J Tomic,
That's awesome.
it's got to be happy. Remember. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got.
Happy. Oh man.
Happy hardcore is with that beat, that shallow rave. That shit was hard as fuck. Let's see here. So what off the new album? What's your favorite song off the new album?
Ooh, probably Good Day.
Good Day. All right.
I think that one's my favorite.
Good Day it is. Then so question. With the brand that you got going, you said you're working on clothing right now. Is there a future in that? Like, what do you see that one doing?
Honestly, the clothing, well, that's just it's a good escape for me to use up some old skills that I haven't used in a long while, like design wise and whatnot. But I think I might be looking at trying to make some more permanent artists on there to help them out and just get them on their road.
That's awesome. That's actually
But
that's a
like
good reason to do anything.
the brand itself, yeah, that's it.
You was gonna say the brand itself? My bad. I cut you off.
Oh yeah, yeah, the brand itself. Jeez, I don't know. The sky's the limit for that. Like, I kind of want to just help talented people to path their way to independence and so they can make the money off their own efforts, and they don't need someone else to be the in between. Like, they'll be able to handle it all themselves.
That's hard for anybody to do though.
I'd like to do that, man.
Be able
It
to
is.
be able to
Like,
be able to
I'm
support.
not saying it's guaranteed, but
Right.
you'll definitely know.
Ain't nothing guaranteed.
That's it.
And it's something that we gotta accept as musicians.
That should never stop you from trying.
That's exactly it. Because like, it doesn't matter. Like that's one thing I will say about the military is that it did teach me that no matter what the goal is, even if it's an impossible goal, you literally have to try. And that's something that it may be lost on some people. Like, why are you doing that? It's not gonna work, whatever that is. But it's the dedication to the mission or dedication to the cause that you have. So like, in the case of stupid shit, they'll tell you to go and hey man, I want you to go ahead and push that wall over. You can't push a fucking brick wall that's fucking it's literally the building. You ain't gonna push that motherfucker over. But damn sure if you don't try it for real, they gonna be on your ass for the rest of the day. So you just fucking try, and then you realize like it wasn't about that. It's the fact that you're willing to go and try when it seems impossible. And when doing that, I really think that that's an approach that anybody can take to business or to this music thing, is to go ahead and just fucking put your first bit of music out, because it seems impossible when you don't know anything about it. But then on top of that, once you put it out there, actually push the shit out of it. Like, some people put their song out, their album out, and they're like, all right, well, I put it out for the world, it should be good. Like, they might post about it like 3, 5, 10 times, Fuck that. Fuck that. Post the fuck out of it everywhere you can. Like, you should
But
be tagging your own shit, because ain't nobody gonna do it but you until you get those people that do see you. They do see that music and hear it and connect with it.
I mean, that's been my biggest mistake for the longest time.
What's
Is
that?
that I was not pushing my music. But as soon as I started pushing it out there, that's when that's when you start seeing thousands of subscribers and shit like that. Like, what was it? Just last year it was only 300 subscribers, and now, just after doing the work, fucking 6,000.
And that's a solid. That is a solid number. Once you hit critical mass, like once you hit critical mass where the music starts sharing itself, that's when you don't have to be so heavy on the advertising, but and pushing your stuff, because other people are actually pushing it and giving it to other people. But that takes, you got to get up into the 12, 15, 18,000, and then it just starts to steamroll. And as long as you keep putting music out, it's gonna guaranteed keep gaining momentum, unless you put some garbage out, because nobody likes that shit. Just being real.
Oh
Like,
no, I've seen some pretty hot garbage go for like millions of views.
you are not wrong. I cannot deny it, and I think there's two things at play there before we jump onto your track. I think that the two things at play there are the big mainstream artists pay for their viewership more often than the people realize. Like, they didn't realize that there was bots before it became a known fact. Like, they've been doing that for a long time, and it made them seem larger than life. But Tekashi 69, like, as much of an asshole as he is, he just put it out there. He's like, look, I'm gonna spend $800,000 on this campaign, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this song out. It's not even the greatest song, but guess what? It's gonna be in the top 10, and it might go number 1, and I'm gonna make all that money back real quick. So he did it and showed the process, and it was like, yep, fucking, you just bought the shit out of it, and fucking, the people think it's called community buy-in, where people
That's
see
really
your shit.
how it's played.
Yeah, well, they see that you're liked by all these people, so obviously I should pay attention to it because other people like it, and that's where the whole J. Cole and Drake beef was kind of lopsided, because Drake was paying for a fuck ton of views because he's like, yo, I gotta make this seem more popular, but nah, it ain't work out for him. So you said
I'll tell
Good
you
Day,
right
right?
now, I ain't
Oh, go
never
ahead, go
heard a Drake song.
Yo, I can wait. I don't want to lie. I like 2 songs by him, and it was the first one that he ever did because I didn't know shit about him, and I thought it was Wayne. Honestly, I was like, oh, it's featuring Drake. Wayne ain't even on the track, so he was just stealing the style. and then the other one was one of them. It was Marvin's Room, one of the slow ass tracks. It knocks. All right, cool. It's something I can stand. I can't do any of the other shit though. And he's got, I don't even know how many number ones. Like, those are one of those artists that are, I think he was number 3 or 4 before the battle, like before he got in it with Kendrick, and fucking he went from number 3 and number 2 to number 6 or 7, and like, that doesn't seem like a lot because there's a lot of fucking musicians, and the fact that he only fell that much after losing, not bad, sir. But it's actually millions upon millions of streams that he lost out on by participating in that battle. Now, Kendrick was 21 million, or 20, I'm sorry, he was number 21 and moved himself up to number like 11, and so that jump, millions and millions and millions of people and millions of dollars. That's how the fuck it's done. Like, all right, so we need to get into a battle, evidently.
That's how it's done. God damn.
So we gonna speaking of
Maybe I'm
battle,
working on it.
your starting track is gonna be this Good Day. So let's see how well it does on the battle. All right, so we're gonna share a screen here. Bum, bum. Going to rock that bitch. Yeah, bro. If y'all wasn't awake, you're awake now. All right, let's see. All right, yo, you back with us? I don't know if he's back with us. So, yo, 7X, I was trying to pull up your track. Did you respond to the messages while we waiting on J Tomic to roll in? Let's see. On Spotify, bam. With only 2 tracks. Yo, I wouldn't mind playing the track. That's not even the thing. Like, the real thing is I can't bring it from Instagram over to the feed here. That's why I was asking about Spotify, just because I got it. Let me see. I'm gonna shoot you my email real quick, and you can pull it on there. All right, let's see. Bam. Just shoot me an email. Yo, J Tomic, if you if you still able to hear me, we're gonna play 7X before we head out. That's actually gonna be the last track we're gonna play. But we're gonna do 7X. See, he wanted to know if you fucks with it or not. See if y'all want to do a collabo. So I'm just I'm gonna wait on that track. Wait on you to.
Worries.
Oh shit, he's back.
I think.
You're here. Hello? Am I here? I mean, I can't see you, so I have to assume that you're a real person and not AI.
I do apologize for that. It's, oh man, these phones and just not having the time to get on cam. Oh man.
Welcome to the shit show.
I was all decked out in me costume and everything for it.
Oh shit. Well, this was for our visually impaired. I don't want to call it viewership. That seems kind of fucked up. Listenership. Yeah, we're actually gonna have this one out on Spotify, on Podbean, so it's across everything. It'll be on Apple, it'll be on YouTube, all that stuff. We're gonna clip it up, give you some good promo. That's why the visual though, because the visual definitely sets in the. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get your picture and I'm gonna go ahead and just put that on the other side. I'm gonna superimpose a picture of you in the get up and just go, yeah, he didn't move the whole time, man. Fucking like monk like fucking concentration.
It's crazy.
Alright, let's see. I think I got this email. Alright, let's see. Bomb. Open Spotify track. What the fuck? What the fuck? I thought I said I didn't fucking have it. But we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, fucking y'all's accent gets stuck in my head all the damn time. Doesn't mean I can do it. It just means that it gets stuck in my fucking head.
Wow.
Oh shit. Damn, that shit was loud as fuck in my ear. I don't think y'all heard that, but I'm now deaf. Let's see.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know if you're talking right now, but we're gonna listen to more music.
Now you're a real musician. Can't hear the music playing.
Hey, fucking Beethoven could do it, damn it. Speaking of,
Prompt when the beat bang. When I'm on the mic, talk kinda like insane. Spit flames, you ain't gotta like me, man. Doesn't matter, I'll be tired on side, I'm playing, just saying I'm back on my rapper shit. Tracks are immaculate. When I be yapping, I'm actually macking it. When you be spitting, he's spitting ejaculate. Yo, I'm manufactured. I'm raw with a passion for bashing the beat like a jaw with a score. I'm past the geeks, if you're awesome. Want more, I'm bored. But you're asking to me. What's going on? Come on, man.
And slowing from hyperspeed to the electromagnetic solar sphere, the Australians are landing.
For when I'm on and I'm brushing my teeth, you're sleeping, I'm writing the beats. I'm up for the birds and the bees, in tune with the earth, give birth, I'm yearning for peace, bro. This is a one and I'm on and you're falling like God on my knees. That's all the MCs when I'm talking on beats. Leaving that chalk in the streets, y'all be talking to what got the trump and the volley, chalking the cheese. How you gonna talk when you're talking to me? I'm talking to the Lord on my knees, cause I know that he got my back, Mercedes, bro. Thought I better get a bit of feature for this one. Someone with a tongue and a mouth full of wisdom, not just see someone I mean, and he's a heathen who can breathe on the beat like a demon. Someone that can leave him bleeding, someone on the team that believe in scheming. Now who could I be meaning? Yummy, that'd be something else.
Thanks to the invite, brother, I'm on the dog, got it off, finna catch a buddy on the center, bullet beat, better beat it up, Billie Jean, break it up, the belly of the beast, my brother, each rhyme, each line is a feast, my brother, feel it in my knees and my teeth go stutter, money for jam, but we need no butter, rewind button, hit the B-side, brother, this is the real reason to stand up and feel all the energy hitting your chest. Put a fist in the air while I bleed from my lungs and pump you in 7X. Hit you in the kisser like a missile on a mission, gonna kill him. Gotta bring a bigger weapon. I'ma step and put the pedal to the metal. Better tell him I'm coming for the win. Ready to settle, go get him. No, I can understand just a couple of kings taking the pawns like it's chess. Invest in the rap, stuck in the game, contested collecting the checks. Get a little bit of venom in the middle, kill him in a second. Paralyzing when I spit it, I'ma hit your upper lip, penetrating the skeletal alphabetical. Chemicals make us unbreakable.
Top grade with the tongue. We spit roast blades at the rays of the sun. Not afraid, I'm engaged to the page of my pen, but they raise me to one. Have an insatiable crave for the blood. Hated, evaded, made in the mud. 7X Prime, impeccably brave and tough. Unbreakable David. Look at them rhyming, having a hell of a time. So as I Paddy the Bell in a prime, I carry the weight of the world on my spine. I married the girl of my life. That's right. Now it's on sight. More lines, the entire Bible. Looking down the barrel of a sniper rifle. You don't really want to know my Michael. My Joe's Mike and Tyson back on a mic like a piggyback of my son. Pick a trick at It's no surprise that we so nice. Now think about it, brother. I'm a wizard with a rhyme. Now your head's so dizzy, shit got busy. 7X Prime, rap in the city. Sunday gets so busy. Oh, what a pity. Better all these bitch up free diddy. One.
Unbreakable run.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable run.
Shit goes. Fucks with it. Alright. So I fucks with it. What about you? How you feeling? You thinking you could do a collabie?
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Hell yeah. I think that was I fucks with it.
God. Yeah, man.
He said he was the middle one. He came in halfway through, so he was the middle.
Yeah, drop me.
Yeah. So you heard him. Hit him up. Get with him. He's in your
Winding me
in the
up.
same damn country. Yo, what part? What part are you in again? Uh-oh, we've done lost him. Yo, it ain't no thing. 7X, get up with me though. We'll chop it up, cause I fucks with your shit, and I got I got
By the
Heist
way,
Club
he's on the
26
coast,
coming through.
goddamn.
Oh, there you go. And he's back again. See, you said something about I don't know if that's Backstreet Boys or not. I can't even lie. I ain't that cool.
Me, part, bloody
What's up? Where you at?
Nara.
What? For real, I'm not hearing. If you were saying something, I wasn't hearing it. Did you say you were from Perth?
No, no, I'm from New South Wales.
New South Wales. Okay,
Nara.
okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to say, we want to check out the listening feature. Oh shit, that's dope. Yo, 7X will be on. He knows the same people. I don't know. Killers gets around. That motherfucker gets around, and I see him in all the circles, like all the underground. So
He does.
that's definitely where you know me from. Is through Killers. So like, yeah, man, I just wanted to appreciate you for coming on and like spending fucking 2 hours with me, just shooting the shits. You know.
Kill us is going places.
Oh, it definitely is. I've been saying it since I met him. I truly believe that. That's why I fucks with him. Any chance I got, I'm definitely doing work with him. Big shout outs, fucking Killers. Fucking, there's so many people stop by. My mom, my wife, my cuz, 7X for show. T.O., fucking more vibes. There's so many people that stopped by and said hi. J Stu was even in this bitch. So like, you got any shout outs?
I'm glad to be here, man.
I heard glad man. So if there was anything beyond that, I have
Yeah,
no
I got a
idea.
few shout outs. I got shout because I still got to get in contact with him. My co-pilot, and my guest artist on XWO, you. Been an absolute. All these people have just been an absolute pleasure in my life.
Yo, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have people that you can count on that fucks with you.
Deserve.
Yo, that was the one, the only, and we are wrapped. Yeah, just Anybody that wants to get up on the feed, it's always Shadowworks Entertainment. That's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, fucking Snapchat. It don't matter. It's everywhere. And then, as always, we shooting the shits. Fucking SHxTz. When you coming on the show? Peace. Brakashon. Let's see. Let's end this bitch. But not forget about you, YouTube. That's alright. Bum. And we gotta just shut this bitch down.